Hey, Decathlon Gamer, welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2020. This is Women's Tour. It's episode number 14. Today we begin the Tour of Redlands. It's a 4-stage race, and we have to finish in the top 10. Not the easiest task. Today is the easy stage, with the exception being it's only 44 kilometers. We're already down to 42k, and that is a fairly sizable group going off the front, actually. BadgerBaradeur sprinter looking okay, 68, 66. We'll need her for today. Vanderpeet for the overall. Donadin also for the overall. Donadin looking pretty good for the sprint as well. Passerini on an awful -5. That hurts. -5. Yeah, doesn't get any worse. Alright, that is everybody to the front. You can see already the pace is so high that we're going to have to really up that effort quite a bit. We can't afford to go backwards. Now, Sheer, 66.60. Let's go ahead and protect Vanderpeet. And then Mamalenti to protect Donadin. Yes. So 2 leaders in Vanderpeet and Donadin. Clevenger for the sprint. Though Donadin, maybe we try to go for Donadin. But I don't know if we can crack top 3 like that. 30k. Just 6 riders off the front. Still trying to essentially establish a break, which is good. And it's never fully happening. Kendall Ryan among those at the front. It's dangerous. She's quick. 18k. 17k. Up that effort. 15k. Only 6 riders. Can't do a long sprint here. So it comes around to the finish. 11k. Oh, it is. Left-hander right before the finish. And a downhill. 10k to go. Passerini's clearly going to go first. Clevenger or Donadin. Let's see. Led out by Donadin. Vanderpeet. Vanderpeet's pretty quick. 75 flat. Do we have a better lead out, though? Yes, Sheer. Vanderpeet is going to get a turn, but not all used up. That's the plan anyway. Gel and gel. And let's go forward. Passerini.
The finish line is getting close. The riders just passed the 10 kilometers road sign.
There's those 4 riders already coming up on him. 9k. You can see Passerini going at a 96 and can't even get to the front. That's what a 57 flat rating will do for you. 8k to go. She's going to have to go 99 just a inch out front. And couldn't even catch the 4 breakaway riders. That's how slow she is. 6.6k. Mamalenti should be a little bit quicker. She is a 61 flat. Finally, we catch the breakaway group, and we're inside the final 6k.
5 kilometers to the finish line.
Okay, Mamalenti, it's 4k. Up the pace, here we go. We're actually out front. Not exactly. Not exactly. I'd want us in that straight line, but here's the right-hander. 3k to go, last little uphill. Vanderpeet, good lead out for that. Inside 2k. Rogers attacking very early on this one. Will not make it to the end, especially with a sprinting Vanderpeet. 1k to go. Donadin. Sprint. Okay, Sheer. Just for your own sake, sprint. 700 meters. Donadin comes through the pack. Clevenger Donadin's going to get a top 3, I think. There's a rider coming really fast, and it squeezes Donadin off the podium. Lily Williams was flying through there. Oulette Williams, Donadin, probably 10 millimeters separating them, and Donadin ends up with the short end of the stick. Misses out on 4 seconds. Already seeing some yo-yoing. This constant undulation is going to make this tough. Vanderpeet plus 4. Okay, that's your clear leaders. Momalenti looks okay too.
Some team managers mustn't appreciate the fact that there is a breakaway, given that the pack has increased its speed.
50k to go. Oh my goodness, Passerini, look how fast Passerini goes backwards. Look how fast Passerini goes backwards. Bridge that gap, that's the biggest climb. Can you do it? No, you're not going to do it. Are you? Are you going to bridge that gap? Momalenti, get water. Passerini, get yourself some water. Struggling to make contact, and might just do it. Does, but very much at the back. Can Momalenti get through this and get to the front to contribute? See big groups going backwards. The climbing, it's relentless. It's up, down, up, down. Momalenti makes it. Now we can go into protect mode for Vanderpeet. Looks like Clevenger's never going to get that help. Pace just lifted suddenly, so Passerini is... Let's just set it. Set. Protect. That's what I'll have to worry about it. Alright. Donadin, why are you back so far? 30k to go. 3 more climbs. This one we won't take it too serious. We'll set about a 79 for now. But pace is really going to start lifting those last 2 times. Oof, Passerini, long gone. 57? Oh, for a moment we had just 57 in the peloton. Our top 10 hopes were going up significantly there for a moment. Okay, 2 climbs left. That means we really need to pick up the pace this time. And we also need to support these couple riders who are not going to last much longer, and I'm probably too late on those gels. No breakaway anymore. We only drift back a little bit. Vanderpeet, top 14. Ooh, for a moment there it split. Clevenger is going to try to return to position. What is Donadin doing way back here? Why did you drop? I mean, you're behind Clevenger. That was painful. I can understand why Shear's back here. Momalenti is fading. Clevenger, go ahead and protect Donadin. Donadin needs to continue moving forward. Vanderpeet, keep yourself in position for a moment. Now it is 51 riders. 50 riders. Group's getting smaller. Shear's been dropped. Passerini's been dropped. Momalenti right at the back of the group. You can see at least 2 riders on the verge of getting dropped. Okay, let's set this up. As much as I want the sprint of Clevenger, that's not the realistic thing. This is the realistic thing to do. 6.7k. 99 for just a moment. It's downhill anyway. Come on, Clevenger. Use the gap. There you go. Get us out front. Okay, now, Clevenger, not 99. Let's go about a 97. Let's also use these gels. And there we go. Six riders at the front. Had six riders at the front for a moment there. Clevenger still riding hard. 3.8K. Let her carry us over the top, and then we will sprint this thing out with the downhill. Donaden attacking the downhill.
And there goes the mad burst for the final sprint.
And 1K to go. Vanderpeet, Donaden. Donaden can keep it at the front.
He managed the sprint like a master of his craft.
Vanderpeet grabs third as well. Both of them are going to pick up some bonus seconds. Clevenger, decent finish. 8th place. Small group. Will there be time gaps? There's spread. There is a big spread. That's 27 seconds behind. Ganser in 16th. That should be 15 in the front group. There were more gaps again just behind that group at about 22nd. So another 7 riders and then a big gap. Please give us some gaps. That'll make a huge difference on if we can grab that top 10. But guess what? We just gotta win. We gotta win. We gotta win. We gotta win. We gotta win. Next stage is gonna be tougher. A lot tougher. Will we have a +4, +5? I don't know. The definite gap after 16, not given. The big gap after 22. Like 20 seconds separating them, not given. After Mamalenti was the first gap given. That was 64th. Remember, we had 50 in the final grouping at the base of that climb. So they gave riders that were well behind. Mamalenti was riding 50th. She fell back. Was caught by riders who were a minute and a half, 2 minutes down. Nature of the beast. That's this game for you. Man, they fixed it at the end of the year, but they reverted back to what it was when it didn't go exactly how they wanted. This is a much bigger mess than what they had when the game first released this year. Mamalenti fading. Keep an eye back here for a moment as it's down to 48 riders now. Still yo-yoing a bit. Some riders are managing the gap a little bit. Mamalenti back to the front. That shows you a lot. That really tells you something if Mamalenti is regaining contact from the very, very back of the group. Here we go. Next long one, and that's it. This is not coming back. That is definitely not coming back. Yep, long gone. That is the last time we hit this climb before we go into the finish. So, look at this. More groups dropped. Just 34 at the front. And I have just 3 left. Vanderpeet finally struggling a little bit with pace. Donaden's struggling a little bit more. 28 riders. No pace. Not riding too hard, but the groups behind are quite exhausted. I want to save this for the final climb. One group regains contact though. Big acceleration there. And we've hit the low point. From here on, it's up.
10 kilometers of the stage.
Not completely exclusively, but just about. 9K to go. With 3 riders, I will sprint train this thing. 29, 30 in the group. Okay, we're seeing a big acceleration. Time to move, time to move. So, Vanderpeet is the freshest. Donadin. Poor Donadin is a very good rider and has been very fit day after day after day, but Vanderpeet's the leader. Come on, Vanderpeet. Waste some of your red bar chasing this thing down. It's 21 chasing 2. Now it's 18. It is falling apart. Clevenger, I don't mind being tucked in at the moment. Back together. 3K to go. Gel up. Finishing climb. 2.3 kilometers. 13%. It's already down to 2K though, so Donadin, I think at 89 is a manageable pace. Vanderpeet, why are you hurting so bad? You're on the wheel, not leading this thing. Down to just 8 riders. I think our top 10 is looking quite secure right now. 1K to go. Looks like Donadin might be the one riding towards victory. Is in yellow anyway. 1K to go. Down to 7 riders. Vanderpeet's going to slip off the back a little bit here. 800 meters. It's going to get a little less steep. Lichtenberg is going to ride away. Donadin's going to take second, I think, but we only have a little energy. 200 meters to go, and she's out of energy. Vanderpeet chasing for 4th place. Donadin's going to take 3rd. Prieto is going to take the win. 2nd, that is. Lichtenberg takes the win. Prieto 2nd. We get 3rd and 4th place. Podium at the very least is secure. I don't know if those 4 will have same time. It's a hill stage. Those 4 should have same time. This is 4 minutes behind. If they put that all in one group, the game is as broken as it's going to be. And would be the most broken it's been in years. That's got to be splits. And big splits. That was big time gains. Alright, they actually did it. They blew up the times. Lichtenberg gets the victory and 19 seconds. Prieto. That's going to put us in 3rd. Donadin already had those 10 seconds. So that'll put her at 23. She's going to gain 4 more. That puts her at 19, but Lichtenberg's going to gain 10, so she'll be 29 seconds down. Prieto is going to gain 6 seconds. Vanderpeet gains no time, but will be clearly in 4th place. And there you go, 3rd and 4th. 1 stage left to go. It's another punchy stage, but we are looking very good right now for at least a podium. Clevenger hanging on to 12th place. Alright, we're on a very skinny road. We're down to 50K to go in the race. It's the final stage here of the Redlands Tour. Small break just up ahead of us. One rider trying to bridge that gap and join them as the rider who first got away is fading and falling back to the peloton. The chase is hard, tempo's high. There's already a lot of fatigue, and that was the flat sectors. Realistically, this is about 3 climbs, and we're on to the first one now. Lower slope, slightly up, settles off for a little bit, and now we climb. You can see just how quickly Passerini is beginning to struggle, beginning to fade. Donadin, I don't know why Donadin really struggles to get through the pack. Nearly to the top. Long rounded corner, but once we do finish that off, it's going to level. There we go. And we see a split for now. It'll come back together though. Clevenger, Shear, Donadin, Passerini has been dropped. Others have already been dropped. 92 left in the peloton. Mamalenti does not have a lot left. Who are you protecting? Vanderpeet. Are you, though? Donadin is the one who is left solo. So Sheer, go ahead and protect Donadin.
Only a few riders are capable of following the
Come on,
very fast
Donadin.
pace up front.
Get back. Get back forward, please. And you were supposed to be protecting Donadin. You're not. Mamalenti is done. Big split, but Vanderpeet might recover a top 3. However, it's not exactly how I want this to go. Don't necessarily mind a group of just 23. This is also a group of just 23. Mamalenti. Gel up. Okay, Sheer. Donadin's the one doing the work. Let's turn that into Mamalenti doing the work. Now it's just 20 chasing.
There's an attack in the leading group.
We're already top 3. Yellow jerseys in that front group, so I'm assuming second place is also up there. As all the jerseys besides Donadin's are in that front group. Yeah, we're up to 54 though as we approach this one. Let's switch this out. This might not make contact. Let's use Sheer. Try to pull this thing back. We're on the base of the steepest climb of the day. This is definitely the time to go forward, not backward. Contact is made. Sheer, come on. Come on, Sheer. Find your way through. Mamalenti is going ahead of you.
The pack has just reeled in the escape group.
Sheer, you got a 71 today, right? No, even better. Come on, Sheer. Go ahead and gel up. Clevenger, Vanderpeet, comfortable at the front. Sheer finally coming through.
There we go. That's 2/3 of the race behind us.
I'm surprised this is not split somehow, somewhere. Sheer's done, but Donadin taking the easy ride for now. No reason to untuck. Sheer actually moved up a wheel. Sheer continues to move up. That's awesome. Nice. Okay, let's switch this up. Relax. And protect. Back in place. Vanderpeet's still looking very good. Donadin, a little tired after that. Just 62 riders left. One climb remains. There's a little false flat near the end, but it shouldn't be too bad. 19K to go. Sheer recovering. I've got 4 riders now in contention, and still Clevenger looking good. On to the final large climb. Vanderpeet and Donadin both go backwards a little bit this time.
Close. The riders just
4.5K to go.
kilometers road sign.
A nice strong position. Sheer should be tucking into the back of this thing. 38 riders in the peloton. 3.5K to go. Clevenger going strong out front, taking us down to the final 2K. 1.9 actually, so that's good. Vanderpeet. That means 99 territory, but not sprint yet. Not sprint. Now we sprint.
The sprint is on. The riders are setting themselves up.
And Donadin. Come on, Donadin. Come on, Donadin. Donadin will get 3rd here.
Great stuff.
Kirkman.
Work really paid
We pick up 4 seconds. Vanderpeet's going to get 5th. No, 4th. Just ahead of Emma White. So a 3rd, 4th.
The riders bringing up the rear have made
Shear, Clevenger just behind the group.
This stage was a real strength
That's
sapper.
probably still 3rd place. What was the time gap between them? Was it 4 seconds? Will we get 2nd on countback? Maybe. Possibly. We might have done enough for that. We did have a stage win. Pareto was 13th, so was the gap 4 seconds? I want to say it was. Oh, 2 seconds off. It was a 6-second gap. Right. We finished 4 behind on the stage. But they got 6 seconds, we got 4, so that stretched it to 6. We'd gained 10 previously though. Oh, it was 14. That's why. It was 14. We'd picked up 10 previously, so that was 4. But then time bonuses on that stage 3, 6 and 4. 6 and 4 meant we lost 2 more seconds, and that ended up the difference because we gained 4 again here. So close, but also still really good, and realistically it makes no difference, 2nd or 3rd. It's the win, or it's the podium, or it's top 5, or it's top 10. Everything else in between 6th is the same as 10th, except for in super prestige points. Still, we got 3rd and 4th place in this race. Sponsor objective, not only top 10, but we get not only top 5, but we get a podium. What a difference from 1 season ago. Just a massive difference. By the way, I'm also going to go just a hair further in this one before we wrap this up. And by a hair, I mean... No, not this one. Did it already end? Did it already end and I missed it? Apparently I did. Okay, Istria. Oh, no. Istria has... Here it comes. Isabel Brookshire. There's stage 4. You can see the team as a whole right now stacked up. Look at all those fitness peaks and riders coming off fitness peaks. Miucci is 9th. Brookshire is 13th as we enter this final stage. Let's see if we can grab a top 10 here as well. 9th place, 13th. That is something, we were barely cracking the top 16 hardly ever last season. And here we are, getting top 10s. It's not great, but compared to what we were a year ago, yeah, that's pretty great. Sponsor confidence all the way up into the blue at the moment. I don't expect it to stay that high, but that's pretty good. This next race is going to be a big decider on how we do. Top 10 in a classic. We don't have cobbles. We do have fitness peaks. 10 days. A lot of them are going to be gone by then. That's going to drop us down quite a bit. This is also the end of what matters. So 7 races to go, 5 down. We've gotten results in 3 of 5 so far. What a difference a year makes. Oh, I'm happy with how we're doing. Really happy with how we're doing. To think we're actually going to raise the budget, most likely anyway, for next season. We have a ton to play with already, but can we build that team reputation? That was the part that was really suffering last season. It's really hard to sign riders when nobody wants to join us. That is going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there.